I was out with some friends at dinner, and it was a couple, and they was wilding, but they were a
Mm-hmm.
lot younger.
Yeah.
Like they was wilding at this real fancy restaurant. I'm just trying to eat my lobster and pasta in peace, having my wine or whatnot. And then afterwards, we had the conversation. She was like, because they and I sat down. And I told her, I'm like, first off, y'all were just hangry.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't tell her on the
Angry.
spot like, "Yo, you were wild and you shouldn't have
Yeah.
done that at dinner." But I think later on, when you calm down, because I feel like at the moment you can't really say, "Hey, you should take accountability because you're
Mm-hmm.
wrong." But later on, I'll be like, "Hey, you kind of were
You was
wrong. You
wilding.
should maybe next time. This is an
Mm-hmm.
adult decision, and it's crazy because now I feel that even about my mom.
Yeah.
Like, I always thought my mom was right. Always go through my mom's guidance. Always said like, yes, you're right. You're right. Right. Now that I'm older and I've gone through life experiences, even my mom's my best friend. My mom knows everything about me, everything.
Yeah.
Maybe too much sometimes. I do give her a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of TMI, but now I'm at the point where I can tell my mom, I'm like, Mom, you're wrong, and you were
Mm-hmm.
wrong about this. I can look back in retrospect, like, wait a minute, you said even things that she's taught me. She's been a great mom, best mom ever. As I just said, I was going to talk shit about somebody because it was talking bad about their mom. My mom is the best mom, but now I can recognize, like, hey, you can take accountability for doing this. And
Yeah.
as an adult now, she tells me, she's like, you're right.
Right.
No, you're right.
And how many times do we go out? And this goes back to another subject, like off subject. What we talk, but I've talked about before on my other another show, Eight at the Table. Shout out Eight at the Table. But you talk about, do single women keep women their single friends single, right? And let's think about it. How many times have you gone out with your girls that has a man and they're out flirting, or they might be like, like being a little bit too like loose, and you're just like, I didn't check her. Do you ever feel like you've done that before? Like, it's not my job to like be the friend that's like, oh, let me stop her from sabotaging her relationship. But at the same time, like when we talk about real growth, not just fake growth, like sometimes I'm like, you know what, damn, she got a good man at home. Maybe I should stop her from like self-sabotaging or doing something that'll make her or her relationship look bad, because not for nothing, we're in a generation where people see things and you don't even realize it, or they're recording or whatever, and you might get caught up. That's one of the things that I think about when it comes to like, do you ever like step in and check your friends?
I just feel like sometimes they're doing it out of anger.
You think so? Why? Go
Exper-
ahead, go about it. Talk about it.
I'm just
Talk
saying,
about it,
I'm just saying, like,
Ballot.
sometimes they just do it because they're mad about something. Maybe that's why they wanted to go out with their single friends. Just
Mm-hmm.
because there may be a little argument, something was triggering, like, I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna twerk and have a blast.
Yeah. I just want to get
Shake
the
it.
steam off,
And
because it's
maybe
like,
they want, sometimes, I feel like men do that too,
mhm,
because sometimes we don't realize, like, it's a boost of ego.
yeah.
Sometimes people like their ego stroked. I like mine stroked and jerked all the way. I'm,
Right.
I'm very, but then I do also pray about, stripping me from my ego, because I know
Mm,
an ego can be their downfall.
yeah.
Anybody's downfall.
Right.
I,
Absolutely.
it's, constant battle. Whatever. I'm working on it.
We all working on it, girl. This is just, life is just so confusing, and groceries are expensive. I'm thinking about food right now because I'm just like, damn, I got a grocery shop.
Come on, ego. You talking
But
about
life
your
is a joke.
stomach.
It's a joke.
Shit, don't worry.
Okay, sorry. Okay, now okay, this is not, this is off of the friendship topic for a second. Um no, do you have another friendship question though? Ask a question, another question about when it comes to
What's your
friendship.
friend ick? That was it, but you kind of said it. But let's talk about how I'm always early and everybody's always late.
Whoa.
I'm on
Everybody
military. I'm
like
on
who?
military time. Everybody is always late.
Everybody like who? That's because you
Because
do
I'm
your
always
makeup
early.
in 10 minutes, and sometimes Bally, let's be honest.
How
Forget
does my
it.
makeup look?
Your makeup be looking good, but sometimes you be like, I'm just gonna wear my hair like this. Like, you won't comb your hair. Like, do you be combing your hair?
Just because you had to fix my track.
You
before
just
we
cute,
started.
and you think that it's always gonna be okay. Like, sometimes you don't, you don't take the extra 20 minutes that might be needed to get to flat iron. This girl will come out with the front of her hair straightened, and the back will be all
But
wavy.
that's why I have great friends like you to fix it, because you're gonna call me out on it.
Right. So that's an ick for me. That's an ick.
That I don't.
If you don't tell me, like, oh, like, girl, you didn't blend your makeup good, or you're mad shiny right now. Like, right now I might be mad shiny, but we're on set, so like whatever. But if you don't, because I'm too honest to a point where I'm just like, am I mentally ill? Because I say things and I'm just like, that might have hurt their feelings, but I'm not meaning to hurt your feelings. I'm just trying to be honest. So for me, my ick is when my friends don't tell me. If I go in the mirror and I'm with my friends and I see a if I see craziness, I'm tight. I'm tight. You couldn't tell me my wig was sliding back?
Well, how
We was over here twerking and dancing. You couldn't just push, you couldn't pinch my lace and just press it down a little.
maybe we too busy looking a hot mess ourselves.
No. What's your friend ick?
Friend ick. It's gonna roll into other things like when my friends have their rose-colored glasses on. Like when they don't see what I see, I want you to see what I see because I want to see you be great. But
Okay.
it's we all have that. It's going back. It goes all back to that. Like,
But you
I get
are
so
that
frustrated.
friend though, because you're just like, girl, you're amazing. Like just stop
Just
doing
wanna-
what you're doing. But at the same time, we do
Right.
it to her, guys. We do it to her. And she's just like, I'm gonna lay here and just be sad for like 10 days. I don't want to talk to anybody. No, I'm not gonna drink with you. I'm gonna hang out with random people at random places and drink $2 shots. Y'all look at this woman and you be like, oh, she's such a baddie. No, she is a fucking just curse. I didn't mean to curse. This girl, you'll find her at a pool hall getting $2 shots just because there's a discount.
I like karaoke.
Hanging out with hillbillies, but won't hang out with us.
That's crazy.
That's literally
crazy.
who
That's
this
not what
girl
happens.
is.
I just like karaoke. They're karaoke bars.
You love karaoke, but
I love karaoke. And you come to karaoke with me all the time.
I love
Don't do that.
karaoke, but sometimes you get into your funk and you don't want to hang out with your friends because you don't want to hear it.
Is that what you think it is?
So your ick is a trauma ick. You just don't want to hang out with your friends because you don't want to hear shit about real life. Okay, so next.
I don't think that's what happens. I just think that my day just goes and happens into that, and I'm like, what am I doing here? Because that's what happens all the time. It's not that I'm
Girl.
trying to run with y'all. It's like, I just life be happening on a Tuesday
Nah,
night.
life be happening and life be happening like this. Hey girl, do you want to go to Blue on the Hudson and let's go have oysters and hang out? She's like, I can't afford anything. Mind you, she's a multimillionaire. She's like, oh, I can't afford anything. And then somebody will snitch. Somebody always snitches on you, Bally. Did you see Bally on someone's Instagram? She's at a pool club and she's hanging out with all of these like randoms. So yeah, that is the thing. You just don't want to hang out with us when you're going through things because you don't want to talk about it and you don't want to be remembered of the fact that you have to like, you might want to talk about it, but you choose like, I don't want to be around people that remind me that I need to talk about it.
I feel like it was a phase, but next question.
Okay. What's something that new adults are doing that older adults don't do?
Showing their ass crack on social media.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Being proud to be a stripper. Not like I wasn't trying to be offensive, but like that used to be a secret job.
Right. I feel like all the forbidden, what's it? Taboo.
Yeah.
Taboo is no longer no longer taboo. Taboo is no longer taboo. That's what it is. Like, I have for me to see like pictures, older pictures on Polaroids and stuff like that. Like back in the day, I was just like, okay, there was a little sexiness going on, but I
Yeah.
had to go through books
Yeah.
to see like,
People kept their business to themselves then. Now people realize, oh, like I can benefit from showing like things that are kind of like
tabooing.
untabooing. So that's what adults now are doing. They're just they're not caring anymore. And it's affecting a lot of things. Another thing adults today are doing that adults didn't do back then is this is gonna be like kind of annoying to some people, but it's like you have to be grounded with family and like I'm not saying religion, but I'm just saying you have to have something that brings you back to reality. And I feel like a lot of people don't have that thing. So they're just running wild and they're not necessarily like saying, you know what? I still have to be a family person. I still have to be a person that has some type of morals or standards or doesn't do certain things. And I mean, that's just my perspective again. It's just like I feel like I've been caught up in that too. Where I'm just like, you know what? F all that. Like I'm about to get my money. F all that. Like I'm about to, like act wild and it gets you attention. And I feel like adults didn't do that back then. I feel
No,
like they
they
were
were more
more
conservative.
conservative. That's the word I was looking for.